So, if you haven't heard about Anchor, I got to tell you, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. So, we'll go through the things. One, it's free, like totally free. There's a ton of creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer if you prefer it that way. Anchor is then going to distribute your podcast for you so you can hear it on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and a ton more. And you can even make money from your podcast with no minimum listenership. So if you have 10 folks that listen to you every couple of weeks, great. If you've got 1,000, awesome. Either way, you're going to make money. And it's got everything you need to make a podcast in one easy-to-use place. So download the free Anchor app or go to Anchor.fm to get started today. Welcome back to another episode of the Mythic Giraffe podcast. I'm Chris.
And I'm Ron. It's finally winter.
Yeah. Well, the stupid rat saw its shadow this morning, so.
The rat did see its shadow.
Did you see the big controversy in Quebec?
No.
Yeah, their groundhog was found dead this morning.
Oh.
They had like this giant, thing, like extravaganza like they do in Gobbler's Knob, and yeah, they went to wake him up and he wouldn't wake up.
Oh.
So they had like this big press, like, yeah, it's so sad that, I don't know, what is it, Billy the Marmot or whatever it is, wouldn't wake up.
Oh.
Yeah. So, I mean, does that mean like...
That means an apocalyptic winter.
Yeah, as a winter is coming.
Well, he definitely didn't see a shadow.
Yeah.
So that means, I don't know, that's bad.
Or do you see the shadow of death?
Or I guess he just saw the shadow of death. It's fair.
Yeah. I don't know, this could be the catastrophe.
I bet it's pretty cold, and he probably froze to death.
Could have.
Probably left him out all night, froze to death.
No. I am sure he's like Buxatonny Phil. It's got a groundhog mansion.
Yes. Pennsylvania has like totally bought into that stupid groundhog.
Oh yeah.
It's all, if you watch any PA TV commercials for the lottery, it's now their lottery mascot. So it's a goddamn groundhog everywhere.
Drive pretty well for a quadruped.
Side your eyes. Side your eyes.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, my brother was like, man, I think they were going to make Groundhog Day 2. And I said, yes, they should just play the same movie.
Yes.
That would be the joke.
Yes.
Such a good movie.
Oh my gosh, yes. I should watch it tonight.
You should. It's a tradition.
Yeah. Yeah. So the old rat saw his shadow. So we're 6 more weeks of winter.
6 more weeks of winter. That's what they say.
Yep.
Pretty sure we get 6 more weeks of winter either way.
Yeah. It's just amazing that those guys, they learn groundhogese to be able to speak to him. And
It's very exciting.
I fussed at my wife. I was like, why don't you send a cub reporter up there? She didn't see the humor.
Maryland, they prognosticate with the crab races, right?
The muskrat. We could have the muskrat.
Yeah, pull the muskrat out.
Yeah. Well, if he pulls some mud out of the hole with him.
Yeah.
Ugh. Or a possum.
Yeah, possum's not like a Maryland staple.
No.
There's not a lot of possums around.
Yeah.
It's a lot more muskrats.
Oh, yeah.
And you people love your crabs.
Yeah.
Put it on everything. Even though crabs aren't only for Maryland.
Yeah. They're Maryland crabs, though.
They're not even caught in Maryland. They're mostly caught in Virginia waters.
Yeah, they're caught in Georgia.
Oh, well, the ones you eat now.
Yeah.
Caught in Georgia and the Gulf.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah.
They're not caught in China.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crabs now. Shoot.
Yeah.
You don't eat local Maryland crabs. Can't afford to.
No.
I think the last time I looked, the bushels were like $800.
Jesus. Yeah, unless you know a guy who knows a guy.
Even still, I have contacts from working down there with you guys, and they were like, we couldn't even get them this year. Because just...
Yeah, I don't know that I know I didn't pick crabs last year.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
I couldn't bring myself to it.
Oh, yeah, just the cost.
Yeah.
It was like the Red Roost was like, oh God, what was it? All you could eat was like $56.
I believe it.
I was like, good God, no.
It's going to be worse next year from what I hear.
Yeah.
So, unfortunately, they just need to no crabbing for a year or two to fix the problem. But that's never going to happen.
Or like, say you can crab in this area.
Sure.
And leave this, just section it out. Or like you said, just this is no crab 23.
It's gonna happen. That's the worst part about it.
Well, it's going to happen, naturally, and
right.
then
There
you
just
will be
won't
screwed.
be crabs,
Mm-hmm.
But these crab fishermen refuse to
Crabbermen?
crabbers,
yeah.
but they refuse
Tongers.
to have tongers. They refuse to have any sort of sense of it's everything environmental, right? Like,
yeah,
we all know that we're screwed. We'll just might as well be screwed on the way out, right?
Yeah.
It's like I saw a thing about talking about plastics. The only answer to plastics at this point is just cut off plastics.
Yeah.
They're so bad for everything. There's nothing we can do about it. We just got to stop using plastics.
Yep.
The plastics we have, we're just going to have to survive and get rid of. Just going to have to stop using plastic.
Yeah. Well, if you burn it, it just goes away. So that's good, right?
Yeah. Just goes away. Toxic cyanide gas into the environment.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just one bag.
It's just one. What?
But that's people's like rationale. I love the nut jobs that I hear. They're like, yeah, they're going to ban bags. Yeah, I'm going to start hoarding bags. I'll shop 2 counties over to get my bags. I was like, who gets this irate over a plastic shopping bag?
They get so mad about it at work because years ago they had a deal at Acme. There were $1 canvas bags. So I bought a bunch of them. I bought like 10 or 12 for my house, and I bought a couple for the shift. And I just was like, look, guys, we'll just take bags to shopping. It's not that big a deal. And it really just helps everybody. They get so irate about those bags. And I'm like, what? Do you guys own stock in the plastic bag industry? What is going on that you're like pro plastic bag? And it's so crazy to me. Like, we didn't use plastic bags when I was a kid.
Yeah, we had paper.
We used paper bags.
That's how you wrapped your books.
And now it's like oh my God, plastic bags are our identity. What?
Yeah. Which, do kids not do book covers anymore?
I would assume not. Do kids even get books anymore?
I don't know. Kind of, sort of. I don't know.
I mean, college kids don't.
Yeah. Oh, God, no. They do for some. I had to go buy my oldest world history book the other day.
You probably should have called me first. I probably had it in my house.
No, there's no way. It's like the newest 2nd edition.
You say these things, but there's no way. I have a lot of weird books in my house. I'll go buy college level history books because you can get them cheap as heck at the end of the year.
Yeah.
So I have a bunch.
And that's another racket. College books.
Crazy racket. If you're smart, you just hang out in front of the history building and be like, I'll give you $5 for your books. And then I'll give you the books and you leave.
I'll give you $5.
It's such a racket. Books at college. When I went back to school to finish my degree, I had to pay $180 for a Xeroxed bunch of handouts from the instructor that he called a book.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's like, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
God. No wonder colleges are failing.
Yeah.
It's insanity.
Yeah. But at least it's cold.
At least it's finally cold. It's supposed to be 0 degrees on Saturday when I'm at work.
Oh my gosh.
I might put pants on.
Yeah, I would hope you would.
Probably not.
Gosh. 0.
It's supposed to be 0 degrees with that wind chill.
Oh gosh. We're supposed to go pick up Girl Scout cookies. God.
Keep those things away from me. The devil.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's 0 degrees. That's nipply.
Yeah, that's
the day when like fire department uniforms fail and we all just wear whatever the heck keeps us warm.
Yeah. You remember back in the day we had summer pants and winter pants.
Oh, I did.
Yeah, and you accidentally wore summer pants in the winter and you knew because the wind cut right through them.
Yeah. and I remember people wearing like, ski pants at work.
Yeah. Well, I remember a certain captain wearing long johns underneath his uniform.
Which is insanity.
Yeah.
I don't know how that person didn't sweat to death.
It's the same person that also would keep the little Amish stove next to their bunk.
Yeah. So in our rickety ass firehouse that It is mostly a fire hazard at all places.
Right next to his bunk that would fall apart if the bungee cord wasn't on it.
Or somebody kicked it.
Yeah.
You know. Yes, yeah. That did happen. It just I couldn't wear long johns at work.
No.
Because I have to put bunker pants on.
Yeah.
And when I put bunker pants on, I sweat to death.
Yeah.
You know. It's insane. I would talk about this the other day. This is a side to that, but one of the things I think that's fallen apart in the fire department is the shop talk brotherhood station stuff.
Yeah.
And I was thinking about that all went away when we stopped wearing bunker pants in the firehouse. Like we just used to sit around in a firehouse in bunker pants and just shoot the shit.
Yeah, we did.
And we don't do that anymore. And there's good reasons. I'm not saying there isn't, but it just.
Well, it's also because we've got so much crap to do.
Oh my God, it's insane the crap we have to do. It's and then every time something gets added, it's like, where do we say no?
Yeah.
You know, we have to be like, sometimes I feel like we do such a job of trying to impress everybody. Like, this is what we're doing. We forget about, oh yeah, we're supposed to be doing this though.
Yeah. Well, maybe with the new mayor, we won't do as much of that.
Maybe. It's just, we're there to take calls. Yeah. Anything that interferes with that part,
right,
is a problem. We have, I talk to those guys all the time about that. Like, I don't care what you do other than get ready for calls and take calls.
Yep.
My firefighters have it pretty easy with me as a boss because I know how bad it was for us, and it's way worse now. At least we don't walk around the neighborhoods anymore.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
That'd be whole days.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Back when we only had one engine, we'd still put an engine out of service all day.
Yep.
Insanity.
Oh, you sit here with the engine. We get a call. Come pick us up. Yeah. Where are you going to be? Somewhere in this area.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll just toot the horn.
Yeah.
I got into a discussion with somebody online the other day, and they were saying that, they work 24/48s, and their department's discussing switching to 48/96s because it's such a better schedule. I was like, I would murder somebody.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, 48/96 is the best. I was like, we are way too busy for that. They're like, I know we're busier than you. I mean, if the guys run more than 8 calls on the ambulance, they're automatically moved over to the engine for the next 24. I said, shut up. 8 calls. I was like, we run that before lunch. Yeah. So, but as soon as they posted that, like a bunch of other people are like, get out of here with your little hillbilly 48/96s. True, busy companies run 24/72s.
Yeah. Yes. My buddy's department runs 48/96s, and he was complaining to me because he's burnt out and he's getting near the end of his career, and he's like, I'm just tired of missing my family for all this time. And I didn't realize he was working 48s.
Yeah.
And he was talking, and he's like, yeah, I just, I'm at work for 48 hours, and I just missed 2 days of everything. If it's a holiday, I missed 2 days of a holiday. And I'm like, oh, yeah, 48/96 would suck. I thought you were on 24s. Of course, I understand now. I'm right. Like these departments that do 48s is like, you're in a firehouse with the same people for 48 hours in a row. Yeah. I would kill people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I do a 36 and I'm like, I'm going to kill somebody if I'm still here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, that ended me just, oh, God, 48 hours.
Yeah. 48 hours. And we don't have a medic, so you're being on the medic unit for 48 hours in a row.
Yeah.
No way.
How many times could I go to Genesis in 48 hours?
Oh, my God. Or how many times can we go to Marley Man?
Marrow. Yeah.
Or Marrow Landing. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's insane.
Yeah. Then there's also the psychopaths that do that weird Virginia crap. That day on, day off, day on, day off.
They love it.
Day on, 9, carry the 2.
It's like a cult to them.
Yeah.
They love it. You talk to them about, like, here's the Nova schedule is the greatest schedule ever. I'm like, I work 1 day on, 3 days off. How is your schedule better than mine?
Right.
Well, because see, every 4th month I get a 4-day week. I'm like, what the hell is wrong with you people?
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. They've been brainwashed.
Yeah, they have.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's yeah, they're like, well, once you get through the hell week every month. I'm like, every month?
Right. Yeah.
They're like, yeah, and it falls. So sometimes you end up with 2 hell weeks in a month. I was like, no.
Yeah.
No.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
And you talk about those schedules. You work any overtime at all, and you've just screwed up a whole week.
Yeah.
No, that's no thanks.
Right. Yeah.
Not doing it.
Yeah.
I don't. The Nova schedule is so bad that I don't even want to know what departments think about that stuff.
I don't. Yeah.
But they do it. Like, that's a whole Northern Virginia thing. They love
Again,
it.
I think it's one of those age-old cult brainwashed, quote unquote badges of honor.
Sure.
I did the Nova. Yeah. Yeah. We used to work the DuPont schedule.
I didn't mind 224s when I worked it. I think if my options were 224s or 2472s, obviously I'm doing 72s. But if I only had 224s or something else, I'd go to 224s.
Yeah.
You always felt like you had a break.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, no, I was talking about the real DuPont schedule. You do a week of day work, a week of 4 to 12, a week of 12 to 8.
That's what the cops do.
Yeah.
The cop schedule is insanity.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how. I was talking to a state trooper a couple weeks ago on a call, and he was complaining. He's like, yeah, this is my their 6th day of nights. And he's like, yeah, I'm just coming into work at 4 o'clock and screwing up my whole schedule. And I was just like, man,
yeah,
that's not a life.
Yeah.
Because they do like a week of days, a week of mid shift, and a week of nights. And you never have a chance to like acclimate to that.
Yeah. As soon as your body's starting to get acclimated, it's time to switch.
Yeah.
Well, of the 3, 4 to 12 was always the hardest.
Really?
Yes.
I always liked 4 to 12s.
No, because you get home and it's, you're amped up until like 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, that's fine.
You finally fall asleep. You don't wake up till 10 o'clock and you have to go to work in like 3 hours.
I always found nights to be the hardest.
Yeah.
I always found overnight to be the hard because at like 6 o'clock in the morning, your life just sucks.
Yeah,
I always found that to be the worst. When I've worked pretty much every schedule at this point in my life, and doing the overnights was the hardest for me, especially because we did 224s. It was your second overnight, and you got your butt kicked the night before, and you get your butt kicked the second night, and then your day after that is just ruined.
Yep.
And then you have a break for 4 days, which is nice, but then you're just going back to day work.
Yeah.
So I never mind day work. I always had no problem with the day shift. You just get your butt kicked. You know that you're going into work. But
you're just like, yep, here it is.
Yeah. But when you get a night, bad.
Yeah, my neighbor, he's a state trooper, and the kids were like, "What? So what's his schedule?" It's like, it's hell. His schedule is hell. That's all you need to know.
It is. Terrible schedule. And they all do it.
Yeah.
Like everybody, I don't understand, and I don't understand it. I'm like, you guys could do the fire department schedule pretty easily.
Yeah.
Why don't you?
Yeah, or at least do like 10s and 14s or something.
Yeah. 10s and 14s would be helpful.
Yeah.
I couldn't handle it.
Yeah. But again, it's probably like eons ago, some chief of state police. Well, my granddaddy worked at the DuPont, and it worked out for them, so we're going to do it here.
Yeah. But it's like inefficient. That's the crazy thing to me. It's like an inefficient scheduling system that just makes headaches. You have a 3 platoon system or a 6 platoon, whatever their system is.
Yeah.
Just make that a 24-hour shift and you're done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
And maybe not do 24s, 10s, 14s, something.
Yeah. Or 12s. But
just straight 12s.
Yeah. Isn't that what the sheriff's office does? 12s?
I don't know what they do.
They all do weird things.
I know City PD is the state police one.
Yeah.
Where they shift weeks.
Yeah.
That's just.
Yeah, that's a whole nother bunch of stupidity.
Sure. But that's not stuff they talk about when you like, hey kids, you want to be a cop? Let me tell you about the freaking shifts.
Yeah.
It's funny we talk about it, but when a fire department, when we're doing tours, we always talk about our shifts.
Oh yeah.
And we're here for 24 hours. This is why we have a kitchen. But,
Yeah, it's because we're always like, is anybody's parent, mom or dad, a cop? Hey, tell them about our schedule.
It's true.
It's
true. Yeah, I mean, I like 2472s. I know all the bad sides of it. But I think 2472s of all of them, you can mitigate.
Yeah, I think it's the least of evils.
Yeah. Somebody has to work the overnight.
Yeah.
What's the best way to do that?
Yep.
I guess in theory, the best way to do that was a platoon that only works nights, but their lives suck.
Hey, who do you work for? I work for Salisbury. What shift do you work on? Vampire shift.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a brutal existence.
Yeah.
Working nights.
Yeah.
But what are you gonna do?
Yeah. Well,
Somebody's got to cover the calls.
Yeah, they got to cover the calls eventually.
Yeah.
Hey, when seconds count, we're there in minutes.
It's fair.
God.
So, fun news in the gaming world. Every game I'm going to play is delayed.
I saw that. I almost texted you the other day. I was like, well, you don't have to worry about all the jam up. And then I was like, oh, it's affecting everything.
Yeah. Every freaking game. The one game I was thinking about playing in November got delayed to February. Hopefully it'll get actually brought out.
Yeah.
That's Company of Heroes 3.
Okay.
Jedi Fallen Order is now April?
Yes.
That's what they said. What was the other one? There was another one that got delayed. I can't remember. But I don't know what's going on. Everything's getting delayed. Which, if it's making a better game, it's going to have all the bugs fixed out.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. I guess I'll be playing Lightfall next, or whatever the new Destiny thing is.
Lightfall.
Because, I got nothing else to do in February.
Yeah, but Lightfall isn't till the very end of February. Yeah, servers go down 9 a.m. Pacific on the 27th, and they're back up on the 28th. It's a 24-hour transfer, fix, whatever thing.
Yeah, I'm kind of at the point now in Destiny where I'm like, do I really want to grind anything right now? I'll just wait for the new expansion.
I'm still working on my Mida Catalyst. I've got 48 more precision kills in Crucible to get.
Jeez.
Oh, I mean, I've already done 152 of them. Yeah. It's like I'm not even a PvP guy, but it's like it's there. I could chase it. And I mean, it's Iron Banner, so I'm having fun with that.
That's fine. I was doing the Black Lion. Is that the name of the sword? What's the name of the sword?
Black Talon?
Maybe. That one.
World Line Zero?
No, whatever the sword that's exact. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I was doing its catalyst, but it's like so money. I was like, I'll just do this. I'm not that excited to do it.
You just go to one of the... There's a couple of grindable places that just have like thralls that come out nonstop.
Sure.
But then, those are just like, this is boring. I'm like you. I'd rather actually play and get it naturally. And yeah.
So when I get a chance to put a sword on, I do it.
Yep.
But I'm not super. I've given up on the season. I saw the last week's season stuff, and I was like, I'm out.
Hey, you're not gonna get 7 wins in trials?
No, it was that, and you had to do a legendary on each one of the battlegrounds, and I still have to do a Grandmaster Nightfall, and I'm like, I'm out.
I haven't done any Grandmasters this season.
Yeah, I'm not worried about it. I got all for more Bright Dust Week.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's not worth me stressing over.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, you shouldn't stress about it. Games are supposed to be fun.
Yeah, well, that's the problem with games like Destiny, though, is you get the stress of the grind. And,
and you get the FOMO. You're like, I didn't log in. I should log in. Maybe something happened. And...
Right. Yeah, I didn't even log in at all last week, but that's because I was dying.
Yeah, well, yeah. Second COVID will do that.
Second COVID?
Isn't that the second time you've had COVID?
It's the first time I ever had it.
Oh.
I made it 3 years.
Shoo.
Yeah. It all fell apart.
Yeah.
The first time I thought I had it, I ended up never having it. Tested negative the whole time and was over it in 3 days. 2 days, probably.
Yeah.
So it wasn't COVID. But this time I definitely tested positive. And it was like you put the tester in and it was like, boom, you're positive. It wasn't even wait 5 minutes.
You have super COVID.
Yeah, it was super COVID.
Yeah.
It was a sucky week.
Yeah.
And then, of course, I get back to work. Oh, I thought you were vaccinated, blah, 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 blah. I'm like,
oh, my God. I hate people like that.
Makes it so that I wasn't terribly sick, but I was still sick because I also had the flu at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, you had some compounding issues.
Yeah, I had a double whammy of fun.
Yeah.
And he was like, well, did you get the flu shot? The flu shot is not
100%.
It's never 100%. And it just, they pick a prevalent strain and you hope that that's the one you get.
Yeah.
Clearly, that's not what happened.
Right. Yeah.
You should still get the flu shot, people.
Yeah. Remember that one year the flu shot was like the total wrong strains?
Yes.
That was a bad year.
It's a bad year. Yeah. But I'm getting older. I need the flu shot.
Yes. Yeah. Yes. Have you been watching The Last of Us?
I have not.
Ooh. I think you'd like it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
So on HBO?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
HBO. Yeah.
Yeah, there was something on Showtime that I don't have Showtime, but
yeah,
I do have HBO.
Yeah.
I would watch it at work, but I'm busy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
We've been watching a lot of British TV at the household for some reason.
Oh, Pip Pip Cheerio.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know when I've been watching any TV. It's because you know what? It's like stuff I don't care about. I'm just like, fine, put it on for 30 minutes and then sit there and watch it with the wife. Yeah, we have not been watching The Last of Us.
Yeah.
The good news is I don't know the story because I didn't play the game.
Yeah, you don't need to play the game.
Yeah. So it's a zombie apocalypse game.
It's not zombies.
It's zombies.
It's not zombies.
They're zombies.
I
have played the Green Hell.
The Green Hell.
Yeah, we played through that the other day. Whew. That is a brutal game.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's a jungle survival game with some crazy... Basically, the story is crazy. And it's insanity. Like, basically, through the whole game, you're just doing ayahuasca to, like, find yourself and figure things out.
Okay.
It's like, the whole lot of the story I got was, let's just do more ayahuasca.
Okay.
But the game is brutal.
Sure.
It is... It's fun, though. It's a fun... Yeah. I like survival games now that push pressure on you. They gotta have some pressure or it's not fun.
Yeah.
The building is terrible in that game, though.
I was listening to some podcast the other day. They were talking about a survival game, and I can't remember what it is, but evidently they just updated it so it's whatever you build stays. So, like, if you build a structure or whatever, it'll be there when it's not just, every time you log in, you've got to start from scratch kind of thing.
Right.
But they were saying, like, the one guy was like overloaded and he was like, come help me, guys. They're like, no, dude, you knew what you got into.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm getting eaten by a bear.
Green Hell, you get bit by a spider and it's like, oh, well, it was nice to know you.
Oof.
It's rough. It's like it was my brother and a friend of his playing, and like one of us would get bit by a snake or something. Like, oh, it's nice to know you. Drop all your crap so we have what we need out of you. We're not going to expend the resources to keep you alive. It's like, oh, you got some ants? Nah, you got a fever. You're dead.
You've got a fever? Oh my gosh.
Rough. It is rough. And there's no instructions for the game. It's just like, live, figure it out.
Okay.
It's one of those kind of games.
Yeah. Like the Oregon Trail.
Yeah, it's very much like the Oregon Trail. You get dysentery. I've got dysentery in the game. Food poisoning, happens.
Yeah. You know why you wouldn't have gotten that if you had a pot with a lid.
Exactly. Still one of the best things you can have in a survival situation is a pot. Part of the Green Hell is like water management. And for the first day, I'm sitting there going, how do I get water without dying? You needed a pot.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
It all circles back.
It all circles back to the pot. Yeah. Good old pot.
Yep. Well, topic 1?
Sure. We go on to
sure.
Topic 1. It's a pretty, I don't know, easy topic in the world, but what games are we looking forward to in 2023? We haven't talked about 2023 yet. Looking forward, and maybe like part of that is I still feel kind of stuck in 2022.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I was in a time warp the other day. I wrote January whatever of 2021.
Ooh, that was a big
The person
time
was like, "Wait, it's like, yeah, I'm a time traveler." All right.
But a side note to this is, we did something at work the other day, and it was like 2018 was the date of whatever we did. And I'm like, that was 5 freaking years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, that's insanity. That's crazy to think of.
Well, it's like I see those things. It's like, you're as far away from 1993 as 1993 was from 1963. I'm like, shut up. That's not how math works. Yeah. So games in 23. Well, I mean, I think we're both looking forward to Jedi Survival.
I think we're both looking forward to Jedi. Yeah, that's definitely on my list. Hopefully, Baldur's Gate.
Yeah, gotta get a new computer, but yeah.
I haven't looked enough because I'm trying to not, because I'm a trailer guy. I hate trailers.
Yeah.
I'm trying to not look at Baldur's Gate. Like I'm hoping we can play multiplayer.
I don't even know. I'm sure, but at this point they've got to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Larian, we know you're listening. Let us know.
I was looking forward to Halo Infinite co-op, but I guess Halo Infinite is just dead, and all Halo games from now on are dead.
I didn't think they were dead. I thought they said that I thought they were going to like reboot Halo or something.
343 is no longer going to develop Halo games. They're going to supervise other studios to make Halo stuff in the franchise.
Okay. Gotcha.
Which to me,
I mean, like a Blue Point or somebody like that could make a really good Halo, I'm sure.
There's possibility, but like, is it going to be Halo?
Yeah.
And with all the problems they had with Infinite.
Well, what if somebody like, Sledgehammer, they kind of Modern Warfared it a little bit. Fortnite could. Is it? I think Master Chief is already in Fortnite. Everything's Fortnite.
Everything's in Fortnite.
Yeah.
Halo it's the franchise for me, and this is some of the worst news that I've ever had about the franchise.
Yeah, that sucks.
Halo Infinite was fine, but they didn't do the Halo things.
Yeah. Well, and it was also supposed to be the Halo, and it was not the Halo.
Well, it was not the Halo.
Yeah.
And then the news that they're just not going to develop more from the team that developed. I mean, not that a lot of those guys are even probably still around.
Right.
Because a lot of them stayed with Bungie, and then they fired people that were original Halo people, and but still, the team that built Halo is gone.
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
So that's a little sad.
Yeah. I think Spider-Man 2 is supposed to come out this year.
Oh, the Spider grind.
They're introducing Kraven and Venom, I want to say.
Okay.
Based on the trailer. But yeah, it looks good. I mean, the first game on PlayStation was fun. Got to run all around Queens. And
a lot of people seem to enjoy that game.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm looking through what's coming up.
There's one that I know you won't play that I will probably play. It's called Wo Long Fallen Dynasty.
Oh, is that the new Souls game?
Yes.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yep. I will play that.
Yeah. Company Heroes, I'm probably going to play that.
Yeah.
Destiny 2, Lightfall. That doesn't count as a new game, but
yeah, that's the tricky thing when you get to the games of service. I mean, it's when you have that giant expansion like that.
Right. Oh, they're doing a new Bayonetta.
There's a new Bayonetta?
Yeah, Bayonetta Origins.
I thought they just came out with Bayonetta 3 or whatever.
Total Tank Generals?
Yeah.
Doesn't have any information. Thanks.
Final Fantasy 16.
I don't care.
I know you don't care about that.
Yeah. Dead Island 2. I was not a Dead Island fan.
Yeah.
Street Fighter 6. Diablo 4. Diablo 4 could be a big game.
Yeah, that is. So I've never Diablo'd.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. So, yeah, I'm definitely thinking about picking up Diablo 4.
Yeah, Diablo 4 will be, especially, Baldur's Gate is not announced or still to be announced.
I thought they said August.
Oh, this list has them as to be announced.
That's troubling.
Yeah. Yeah, Final Fantasy 16 has a June date. June 22nd.
Okay.
Right after Diablo.
Oof.
It's going to be a tough one.
Yeah.
Yeah, why does Baldur's Gate not have a date?
Because Larian doesn't like us. This is a good pause. I really checked their Zune.
I'm sorry. Baldur's Gate has been early access for more than 2 years. It says officially launched August 2023.
Okay.
That's what Baldur's Gate 3 is saying. And they canceled 5 other D&D.
Yeah, that upset me. But you know what? After that travesty of a game they put out last year.
Right.
Oh, God. Yeah, I even tried, I gave it a month or two, and I was like, I'll boot it back up, see if they've patched anything. It was worse.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was just, no.
They're remaking Dead Space.
It already came out.
Oh, yep, came out in January. Hogwarts Legacy. I don't know what's going on with that game.
Yeah.
I keep hearing they were turning off reviews of it and they were turning off people's comments about it.
Well, because a lot of people were immediately slamming it because of everything with J.K. Rowling.
Oh.
Yeah. So I think that's why they turned some of the comments off. I don't know. Yeah.
Resident Evil 4?
Oh, another remake?
Yes.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda Tears of the
Tears
Kingdom.
of Kingdom. Yeah.
That's going to be a big game.
I'm sure it will be, yeah.
Yeah. Suicide
RoboCop Rogue City. Never heard of it.
No. Assassin's Creed Mirage?
Oh, yeah, that is supposed to come out.
Oh, Redfall. I saw something about Redfall. Yeah.
I keep hearing it might not come out, though.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I've heard it's still questionable.
Starfield's never coming out.
No.
It's never coming out.
That's hilarious.
Yeah. Alan Wake 2.
Really?
Wow.
Hollow Knight Silk Song.
I liked Hollow Knight.
Yeah, Hollow Knight was fun.
It was fun, but boy, if you started to get into that game, it was too much.
Yeah.
And it was hard to get around, figure out where the heck you were going.
Yeah, it was very confusing.
Yeah. Spider-Man 2 has a...
It's like a...
fall of 2023.
Yeah, one of those generic ones. Yeah. Armored Core 6.
Armored Core. Some people love Armored Core.
Yeah, I've never played it, but yeah, people are hyped for it.
Yeah. Arc 2. Oh, they're doing a new Arc.
Huh.
Never got into Arc.
Nah, neither did I.
Tried to a couple times and just never worked out.
They're re-releasing Fallout 4 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox X.
Fallout 4?
Yeah.
Oh, Fallout 4 was bad. Sorry. I shouldn't say that. As a Fallout fan.
Yeah.
But Fallout 4 was not great.
That's like I finally started playing Mass Effect.
Yeah, how's your Mass Effects going?
Yeah, it's going pretty good. I'm through the first third of the second game. So I just went to Horizon.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it's fun. I didn't realize it was I thought it was more like Fallout, like you would stop and shoot and things like that. I didn't realize it was still kind of like action packed. It's Dragon Age, but with guns, I guess.
It's Dragon Age.
Like I even have the Dragon Age armor.
That'll happen.
So, but yeah, it's pretty fun. So.
It is definitely a Dragon. I mean, it's
straight up BioWare. I mean,
it's a BioWare game.
Yeah, all the talking and God, the first one. I hated driving that little car around the planets.
The driving the car was the worst part.
Golly day. Now it's so nice. I can just, I want to scan this planet. I'll shoot a probe.
Yeah. The driving the car part is brutal in the first one. It's and the first one just feels clunky now.
Yeah.
But it is a 20-year-old
I saved Ashley in the first one.
Oh, that's fun. You didn't like the big dinosaur guy?
That wasn't. No, it wasn't her or him. It was her or the biotic guy.
Oh, the biotic guy. I can't remember.
Yeah. I was like, which of these would I do? I will save Ashley.
It's fair.
Because it's a BioWare game. That's really how you have to think.
That's fair.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, the new Lords of the Fallen comes out this year.
I played Lords of the Fallen.
It was like clunky Souls, but the new one looks much more streamlined. So,
I guess they're doing a Game of the Year Elden Ring as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. That game's fun.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I thought about hopping back into it. I was like, that's a lot of my life. I
don't have enough time.
Yeah. Wolf Among Us 2.
I didn't play Among Us, the first one, so.
No. Wolf Among Us.
Oh, Wolf Among Us.
Yeah.
Didn't play that. Maybe some of the games that I have that are still in alpha will finally release. That would be nice.
Yeah.
I keep waiting on my favorite game, Frostpunk 2, but I don't think I had a release date for that.
Frostpunk 2?
Yeah. You'd have to love Frostpunk. 2024, January 2nd.
Oof.
Yeah. We'll see if that actually happens.
Highly acclaimed BAFTA-nominated society survival game that blends city building, strategy, and management gameplay.
Frostpunk? Oh, yeah. Frostpunk's amazing. I was playing today.
Huh?
I probably play that game 3 times a week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Is it on the Steam? Or is it
it's on Game Pass?
Game Pass? Oh, so it's a Xbox game. Or PC Game Pass thing.
Yeah, I have it on PC Game Pass. I think it actually is on console too. There might be a PlayStation version at this point. But it's such a good game. It is.
Well, as soon as I click on the website, there's a bearded man covered in frost with his hands tied before him that says liar on his chest.
Well, that's for Frostpunk 2.
Oh, okay.
I think.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. The frost never ends.
Yeah. It is totally my kind. I mean, it's like resource management haven.
Yeah.
And you have to build a city. Basically, I love it. I play it constantly.
Ooh, I have to enter my age to be able to look at the game, the site on Steam. So that's always a good one.
I love that Steam doesn't remember my age.
Yeah. Well, it's also because I'm looking on my phone, so I don't think I have a Steam on my phone.
Sorry.
Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I'll check it out.
Yeah, it's a great game. It's probably...
So it's like city building and stuff?
Yeah, the whole concept is it's the world's in a end times winter, and you have to like build a city around the generator that provides your heat. You have to fuel the generator.
Yeah, I
and
see that. Oh, yeah.
Get food and build houses and everything.
Yeah.
And they've got a couple add-on scenarios. And
is there a train that rides around and never stops?
No.
Okay.
No, it's not Snowpiercer. It's not even a train. There is sort of in one scenario, but yeah, it's a fun game, and it's like your people are constantly getting sick and dying, and people are your greatest resource.
Oh yeah, the children are our future.
Sometimes you got to put the children to work.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They have those strong backs.
Yeah. You got the little hands that can get into places that.
The little hands that can get into places.
Yeah. The hands can get in there.
Yeah, it's true.
But if I list, I would say Baldur's Gate is on my top.
Yeah.
And I think, obviously, Jedi Survivor is on my list. A couple other ones I'll probably look at, but those are the two.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah, those are the, I think, two hands down I got to get.
Yeah. Company Heroes I'm going to get as well.
Okay.
Hopefully it's more like Company Heroes 1 than 2, but we'll see.
Yeah. Just like I know I'll get Final Fantasy 16.
Sure.
Hopefully it's good.
I'll probably get Diablo 4.
Yeah.
I think we're allowed to like Blizzard again. I can't remember.
I don't know.
Never know where I'm supposed to be at with these companies.
Yeah. That's like the whole Hogwarts Legacy. I'm like, am I allowed to like this game?
Right.
I don't know.
All right. The graphics look cool.
Yeah.
I don't really know anything about Harry Potter, but
right. I did hear one thing that was kind of not troubling, but like disheartening. It was like, yeah, you can. There's no like set morality system, like in a Mass Effect or something.
right.
So like you can use what are they call them, the unspeakable curses or whatever, and people are just like, well, that was bad, and that's about the only reaction.
Oh, that's sad.
It's like, no, if you're gonna do it, you should be able to like a total dark wizard if you want to be. But yeah.
There should be morality in almost every game.
Yeah. Yes.
That's what I learned from Fable.
Yeah. Yeah, I learned that from Dragon Age and Baldur's Gate. Mass Effect. Baldur's Gate, you could make some decisions.
You could, but it wasn't like...
No. Like,
wasn't the end of the world.
No.
Dragon's Age, definitely.
Yeah.
Fallen or Knights of the Old Republic. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, all of a sudden you're a Sith. Whoops.
Whoopsie.
Oh, guess I can't go into that room. Can't just kill people at will. Weird. Yeah, those are the games that you like before every decision. Save.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see how this plays out.
Yep. I do that in Mass Effect quite a bit.
Oh yeah, I mean you have to have like 38,000 saves.
Golly day, yeah. Yeah, there's some good games coming out this year, though.
Yeah. The nice thing is there's always going to be good games coming out.
Yeah, and I mean I've got a backlog if I ever want to dip into it. Like I could replay the Last of Us remake. I could,
sure.
Yeah. Go back and do another run of Elden Ring or
yeah, and then
or fire up the PC and go back and play Baldur's Gate 2 for the 10,000th time, which sounds like fun.
It does sound like fun. Yeah. I tried Pillars of Eternity, which is kind of a Baldur's Gate knockoff.
Yes.
Never got into it.
I couldn't get into it either. I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just felt clunky and not great.
Was it that one or was it? There's another one like it. What's the other one? There's Pillars of Eternity and there's something else.
Pillars of Eternity 2?
No. Baldur's Gate like games.
Yeah, Pillars of Eternity.
Oh, Divinity.
Oh, Divinity. Yeah.
I couldn't get into Divinity.
Yeah. The story looked cool.
Yeah, it was just, I don't know. There's something about it wasn't the Baldur's Gate interface, and that's what I didn't like.
Sure. And so there was no Minsk nor Boo.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, I got the Space Hamster in Mass Effect.
Nice.
Yeah. I was like, is this really? And then, you take it to your cabin or whatever you interact with, and it's the little squeak squeak. I was like, that's Boo.
Yep. It's Boo.
Yep.
Send it to people's eyes.
Yeah. Go for the eyes.
Go for the eyes. Boo.
God, now I'm gonna play Baldur's Gate 2.
There you go. I just ruined a month of your life.
Yeah, you did. Yeah.
Oh, you have to play it before Baldur's Gate 3.
3, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Duh.
Yeah, because it all ties together, clearly.
Yeah, clearly.
I mean, it does vaguely, but...
Yeah, that's the nice thing about Baldur's Gate.
Yeah.
It's just an overarching world.
Yes. Yep.
Well, on to topic 2, my friend. We fixed our games.
Yeah. Well, topic 2 kind of ties into your topic a little bit.
It always does.
Because I was, thinking about, how spoiled we are with games.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just, they're everywhere. So I saw people today talking about the Jedi Survivor being pushed, and they're like, it's not fair, and this and that. It's like, one, I would rather have a game, not have to have the creators crunch and do all that stuff, but also come out a little bit more polished, so I didn't need that day one patch or what have you.
Mm-hmm.
So, but then you also have the people that are like, oh, day one patch, what'd they do this whole time? I want you to think back to a Nintendo cartridge that if you hit a bug, guess what? Your game was dead and you had no fix to it.
Yeah.
Suck it.
When I was a kid, when we had an Atari, but I was a little young for the Atari. I mean, I enjoyed playing it, but
Yeah.
it was really Nintendo that was the first time I remember asking for games.
Yeah.
Was when Nintendo that's the one thing Nintendo because you had a Nintendo Power, you saw the games coming out.
Yeah.
You were lucky to get 2 games a year.
Oh, easily.
Like I didn't grow up by any means rich. Yeah. So at Christmas time, you could get a game, and then my mother, sweet woman that she is, always at Valentine's Day bought us a game.
Yeah.
So that's our 2 you had to what 2 games do I really want? If you're really lucky, your aunt will go out and get you a third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or and there was always, go down to the video store and rent a game.
Yeah, you could rent games. Yeah. But you had to be But when I got Super Mario 2?
Yeah.
I think it's 2.
Isn't it really like Doki Doki Adventure or something?
Sure.
But I mean, it's not really a Mario Brothers game. They just put the Mario characters over it.
Oh, I never knew that.
Yeah.
But I got that game. I played the bejesus out of it because I didn't get another game for 8 months.
Yeah.
My birthday's in December, so you get a game in February, you're not getting a game again for 10 months. And that was the thing. You played that game constantly.
Oh yeah.
And even when I was in high school, when I got to PC gaming, I wasn't a rich kid.
No.
I would buy Command & Conquer came out. I bought Command & Conquer, and then I probably played that 1,000 hours.
Yeah.
Before I got the next game that came out.
Yeah. Or you would get the expansions to it.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah.
Yeah.
If you're lucky.
Yeah, if you're lucky. God, I can remember that. Neverwinter Nights was 4 CDs in a case. I was like, this is going to be such a great game.
It's funny. I just found some of my old games that are in CDs still. I have Dawn of War. And it's 4 CDs right here.
Yeah.
Oh man, look at Dawn of
War. I had one. It was it Total Annihilation or something like that. And it was a strategy game, but it was these little robot guys. Yeah.
I heard that one.
My stepdad got that for me. I think that's what it's called. I don't know. But yeah, it was fun.
Yeah. But, that was what you got. And now with Game Pass, I get more games a week than I ever got in my entire life.
Yeah. But that's PlayStation has the, you get 3 or 4 games a month or whatever. And people are like, oh, this month sucked. I already had those games. I was like, it might suck for you, but it's going to be great for somebody else.
Right.
Just there are going to be some months. Yeah, there have been some months I'm like, I don't like these games. I'll probably still add them to my library just in case I'm bored and want to try something.
Yeah, but I was flipping through Game Pass the other day, none of these games are exciting. And then I was like, wait a second.
Yeah.
All of these games are exciting. I can play any of these games.
Exactly.
Well,
and it got me thinking, we're now starting to spend $70 a game.
Yep.
We were used to the 50, 60 range but I mean, as a kid, we were spending $50 for a game.
Oh yeah. Nintendo cartridges were $50.
Yeah. There were even some though that were more expensive for Super Nintendo. Yeah. So we've been, fortunate that look at the change in graphics and studios and everything, and we were still that'd be like going to the movies today and spending $5.
Well, that'd be great.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot to be thrown into this now because the $50 model when we were kids was smaller studios could survive off that because they didn't have to publish as many. Now that's why the big companies have to publish 4 AAA games because that's how they make their money.
Well, yeah, and if they don't sell, millions of copies, they're like, oh, it was a failure.
Yeah.
It's like, no, your game was epic. But it's that overhead and
Well, that's why they're all going to the games as service thing. We want this game to get as much money as we can. And I don't blame them.
Right.
But,
it's also easier. You typically look at games that are either games as a service after they get their feet or sequels are the ones that really make the money.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the first games, the first iterations are usually not the money makers. They're not the big hitters.
No, they're the setup.
So,
they're the set. This is our idea. This is our IP. This is what we're going to set it up. I just wish we had more coming out.
Yeah. So yeah, as a game studio, it's like, well, I could invest all this money and overhead and hope this game takes off and makes a series, or I could make the next one of this game or whatever, and know it's going to sell.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it's one of the reasons that Jedi Fallen Order 2 years ago when it came out was such a good game, because it kind of came out of nowhere. We got a sort of new IP, and now they're making a second one, which I'm bought in on the story. I'm bought in on the characters. I'm definitely going to buy the second one. It's nice.
yeah,
That game really was nice because they didn't really bog you down with a lot of DLC.
right. Yeah,
They were just like, here, enjoy this experience. We'll put out another one in a few years.
Yep. Yeah.
That's new, and that's refreshing these days. You don't see that as much.
Yeah. Yeah, because it's almost like they're trying to cater to the fans and not just the almighty dollar.
Yeah, that is nice.
Yeah, well, it's like that's one we didn't even talk about, but this summer, I think it's this summer, it's the next Rocksteady game. It's like Suicide Squad kills the Justice League.
Yeah,
I have very little interest in that.
No,
that's not the Rocksteady I know. That's
right.
Yeah, Rocksteady. You should have just made another Batman game. Make it a Nightwing game. Make it
Yeah. Well, I think like the Suicide Squad. That's a whole. I mean, we have a whole discussion about what DC's doing.
Oh my gosh, yeah, that's a rant for another day.
I don't know what they're doing. I can't figure it out. I
don't
understand the concept of we have a movie that we're just not going to put out.
Yeah. Yeah.
And supposedly they have multiple movies that they're just not going to put out at this point.
Yeah.
I
don't get it.
Seems weird to me from a business standpoint to say, we're just not going to put this movie out.
Right, yeah.
And apparently the Black Adam movie did very poorly.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
we watched it. It wasn't horrible. I mean, it wasn't the best. A lot of it didn't really make sense, but
yeah, the reviews I saw were not.
Yeah, Dr. Fate. Dr. Fate was cool.
That's cool.
But
all of these movies could have redeeming qualities. It just doesn't mean it does what they want it to do.
Right.
Of course now they're not even doing their TV shows. So I don't know what DC's doing.
Yeah. Well, James Gunn just had a 6-minute YouTube video yesterday about his future for the DCU. There's supposed to be like a Lantern Corps show, a new Swamp Thing movie.
I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound hurtful. But is James Gunn really the person to revive this stuff? Like,
yeah, I don't know.
Like the Guardians of the Galaxy movies they're fine. They're not what the Marvel Cinematic Universe is built off of.
No, they're not.
They're little fun adventures on the side.
Yeah.
Fine. But he didn't build anything. It's I don't know.
Yeah. And I mean, I've liked some of the Marvel spin-offs we've had, like the shows and stuff.
Sure.
But I was listening to something the other day and they're like, should Marvel have just stopped with Endgame? That's a topic for another day.
Yeah, I really liked Doctor Strange one, so
yeah. Hey, maybe that's a topic for the next one. Maybe it's a spoiler for the next episode.
It's a spoiler for the next episode. But then maybe.
Yeah,
I was trying to think, when does the new Ant-Man?
The 16th. So yeah, it should be out by then.
Yeah,
but I don't know if I'll have seen it because that'll be the Monday after release weekend, and
probably
not
seen it by then.
Yeah, no.
But
we're finally going to watch Wakanda Forever this weekend.
Oh, good.
It's on Disney Plus finally. So.
Oh, good. Yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but if it's on Disney Plus, I'll probably watch it.
Yeah.
There's no football on this weekend, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, there is football. I just don't care about any of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, this is fake football.
Yeah, it's fake football.
Rooting for the Eagles in 2 weeks. So,
I mean, you have to. Over the Chefs?
Fly, Eagles, fly.
Fly, Eagles, fly. Can't root for the Chefs.
No.
I mean, can't have Andy Reid coming in and beating the Eagles.
Giant walrus.
With his bat belt.
Poor Andy Reid.
Yeah. Well, yeah, back to the topic.
Yeah.
at hand. I would say we are spoiled for games. It's
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
I think it's great that people now have like their thing. You know, people can look forward to like, oh, I really like Souls games. It's not
Yeah.
every 10 years I got to wait on a new Souls game.
Yeah.
You know,
That's true. Well, I mean, it's just think about all the games you have on your phone.
I have
and
deleted
part of that
every
is
game on my phone.
shovelware is the problem.
Every game that I've not found a mobile game that is not just a grindy bullshit.
They all are.
They all are, and
yeah,
like
I tried that in Diablo game.
Oh, I didn't try it.
It's just I think part of it is because old man, small screen.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I tried like some tower defense one the other day, and it was fun, but it was like, you just want my money. I know that's all you want. And you know what? And I'm fine. Look, if you charge me $3 up front or $5 or whatever, fine. But don't give me this. Oh, if you want to advance this, pay 40 blue jewels. It's like, no.
I am fine paying for a game to be on my phone to play as a game on my phone.
Right.
I'm tired of getting into the game going, oh, now I've gotten to the point where I have to pay. And
Yeah.
I played the Games Workshop game. I can't remember what it's called. Warhammer 40K something.
Okay.
And I played for a while, but it's just got to the point where I was like, oh, I'm just doing the same crap every day.
Yeah.
And it's just taking up it's just a time sink.
Yep.
I could be learning French right now. So
exactly.
Yeah. I just Duolingo instead.
Yeah. That's why you're a Renaissance man.
Don't think I'm a Renaissance man. I don't do any artistry. I think you have to do architecture to be part of it.
Do you?
Yeah, it's part of the club. Michelangelo, Raphael.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Danny DeVito Renaissance man.
I guess that's fair.
Wasn't that a movie?
I don't know.
I think it was.
I mean, it could be. They make a lot of movies.
Now I remember how to spell Renaissance.
Ooh.
Renaissance man. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, 1994. Oh, I didn't realize that.
1994. 40 years
Danny
ago.
DeVito, Greg Hines. Where's the story? I just want the synopsis. Plot summary. There we go. A failed businessman is hired by the army to teach a group of underachieving recruits in order to help them pass basic training.
Yeah, I do remember that movie.
Yeah.
Not a good movie.
No.
It's probably, you know what? That's not fair to Danny DeVito. It's probably a fine movie. It just never stood out.
No.
But the Renaissance man,
I
am not. I barely speak a language. That's English.
Well, the English language, we talked about this last time. It's so hard.
It's insanity.
It doesn't make any sense.
It does not make any sense.
Yeah.
We should just change it.
Yeah. So when total side tangent to that, we had to do our EAFs or whatever this year. And I saw, there was like, these have to be updated in image trend. So I went to Joanne. I was like, hey, I'm an administrator. Can I just update my profile? And that she's like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, okay. So I go in there, and one of the fields is languages you're proficient in. Or languages you know. It didn't say proficient. It said no. So I selected Spanish and Norwegian.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I know of a lot of languages.
Yeah. Yeah, I was about to say, I can count to like 100 in Japanese. I should list that.
Yeah, should have. I can count to like 3 in Japanese.
Ichni-san. No. Japanese is Ichni-san.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I can't do that.
German, 1, 2, 3.
I could do French up to 80.
Oof.
Which is all you need to do.
Wait. What, did the French not believe in anything after 80?
No, because they're... I thought I had this whole rant about this. They're based on 20 system. So,
I vaguely remember you ranting about this.
Yeah,
one time.
you got to know how to read. You got to know how to get it to 80, and then you can do all of them. Because
that's craziness.
It's crazy. Because 80 is
420s?
240s.
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 Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah. That makes sense.
So, yeah, French is weird.
Yeah.
It's Celts. It's Gallic. You know what you do. Yeah. Well, I think we've podcasted our podcast.
Yeah, we have casted the old pod.
Yeah.
Yeah, come talk to us on Discord.
Yeah, follow us on Twitter. Twitter. 22.
Yeah.
And,
leave us a review. Share us with your friends. If you're riding down the street right now, roll down your window and scream out Mythic Giraffe.
Yeah, and keep warm.
Yes, stay warm.
Stay warm. Maybe wear pants. I'm not going to tell you to do it, but maybe.
Yeah.